Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. From North London to Wembley here, and today we're diving into my predictions for Matchday 1 of the 2025-26 UEFA Europa League, and this one's going to be a proper deep dive. The Europa League is back, 36 teams and some absolutely mouth-watering fixtures, from European regulars like Roma, Porto and Braga to exciting debutants like Go Ahead Eagles and Nottingham Forest. This competition is packed with drama, quality and unpredictability. In this video I'll be giving you my personal score predictions for all 18 matches, backed by form, stats, key players and tactical analysis. I've done loads of research to make sure this is as accurate and exciting as possible, and once I've gone through all my predictions, I'll reveal what you guys predicted in the community poll. Some of your picks really surprised me, especially in a few of the tighter matchups, so grab a drink, settle in, and let's get started, kicking off with Midtjylland versus Sturm Graz. Midtjylland come into this clash in excellent form, having won 8 of their last 9 matches across all competitions. They cruised through Europa League qualifying, including a 6-0 win over Coops, with Junior Brumoso and Adam Buska leading the attack. Under new manager Mike Tolberg, they've climbed to second in the Danish Superliga and are unbeaten in their last 4 home games. Sturm Graz, meanwhile, dropped in the Europa League after a 6-2 aggregate loss to Bodo Glimt in the Champions League playoffs. They've bounced back with wins over Rothis and Red Bull Salzburg, but their away record in Europe is poor, with just 1 win in their last 9 away Europa League games. Their home form, attacking depth and momentum give Midtjylland the edge. Sturm Graz are dangerous, but I think Midtjylland will be too strong in hurling. PAOK have been dominant at home, winning 9 of their last 14 Europa League matches at Tumba Stadium. They smashed Rijeka 5-0 in the playoff round, with Genius Constanteles starring. Their domestic form is solid too, unbeaten in 4 and scoring freely. Maccabi Tel Aviv are in good form, winning 4 straight in the league, but their away record in Europe is poor, with just 1 point from their last 11 group stage trips. They've got attacking threats like Ion Nikolkasu and Osher Davida, but they've struggled to convert that in European results. PAOK's home dominance and Maccabi's travel struggles make PAOK the safer pick, even if Maccabi are dangerous. Braga are Europa League veterans, making their 12th appearance since 2009. They crushed Lincoln Red Imps 9-1 on aggregate in qualifying and have a strong home record in Europe, undefeated in 16 of their last 20 matches. Rodrigo Zalazar and João Moutinho anchor a midfield that creates chances consistently. Feyenoord are in good domestic form, but have not won in their last 16 Europa League away games, with 9 losses. They've got attacking talent like AS Uda and Sam Sterling, but their European away form is a major concern. Braga's home steel and Feyenoord's away woes make this a clear pick for me. Dynamo Zagreb are strong at home, with 7 wins in their last 8 matches at Stadion Maksime. They've lost just 2 of their last 19 Europa League group stage games and have a solid European pedigree. Fenerbahce under new manager Domenico Tedesco are unbeaten in 4 away Europa League games and boast stars like Marco Asensio and Al-Nasri. Despite a rocky start domestically, they've got the firepower to hurt Dynamo. I'm backing Fenerbahce's attacking quality to shine through, even against a tough Dynamo side. Red Star are top of the Serbian league and have won 10 of their last 13 matches. Alexander Kate has been on fire with 11 goals in 10 games. However, they've struggled in Europe recently, failing to win their last 2 home continental matches. Celtic are unbeaten in 9 matches and joint top of the Scottish Premiership. They've got depth in attack with Kelechi Iheanacho, Dyson Maeda and Balik Swisher, but they've also had European heartbreak, losing on penalties to Kairat Almaty in the Champions League playoffs. Both teams are strong domestically but have European vulnerabilities. A draw feels right. Freiburg are in great form, winning their last 2 Bundesliga matches 3-1 and 3-0. Junior Adamu and Vincenzo Grifo are key threats, and goalkeeper Noah Atubulo is in record-breaking form, saving 5 penalties in a row. Basel are returning to the Europa League after 5 years and have won 3 straight, but their away record is poor and they've not competed in a European group stage for 2 years. Freiburg's momentum, home advantage and Basel's lack of recent European experience make this a confident pick. Malmo are resilient at home despite a recent loss to Djurgården. They beat Sigma Olakuma 5-0 on aggregate to reach this stage and have scored in 39 of their last 40 matches. Daniel Gudjonsson and side Hackers Agsbonic lead the line. Ludogorets are unbeaten in 4, but have not won any of their last 4 away games, and they failed to win a single Europa League match last season. Malmo's home form and Ludogorets' travel struggles make this a solid prediction. Nice are struggling with just 2 wins in 7 matches and a leaky defence. They were thrashed 4-1 by Brest and failed to win a single Europa League match last season. Roma, under Gian Piero Gasperini, are flying. They've won 3 of 4 Serie A matches and have a strong European pedigree, winning the Europa Conference League in 2022 and reaching the Europa League final in 2023. Roma's experience and Nice's defensive issues point to a narrow away win. Betis are strong in Europe, losing just 1 of their last 18 group stage matches. They reached the Conference League final last season and are unbeaten in their last 3 home games. Pablo Fornals and Cucho Hernandez are in form. Forest are back in Europe for the first time in 29 years, but are winless in 5 matches. New manager Ange Postecoglou is still finding his feet, and they've struggled away from home. Betis's experience in home form just give them the edge over a Forest side still adjusting. Go Ahead Eagles are making their Europa League debut after winning the KNVP Cup. They've won 2 of their last 3 Eredivisie matches and are unbeaten in 4. Milan Smit and Victor Edvardsson are key attacking threats. FCSB are struggling domestically with just 1 win in 10 matches. They've lost 5 of those and come into this match on a 3-game winless run. Eagles' momentum and home crowd should carry them past a shaky FCSB side. Lille are unbeaten in their last 6 European home matches and haven't lost a Europa League group game at Stade Pierre-Mauroy since 2014. They've scored in 15 straight European home games, and despite a 3-0 loss to Lens last weekend, they remain one of Liga's top scorers this season. Brann are back in Europe for the first time since 2008-2009 season and come into this match on a 6-game unbeaten run, including a 6-1 aggregate win over AEK Lankoka. However, they've only won 1 of their last 14 European away games, and their squad lacks top-level experience. Lille's home record and attacking depth, including Olivier Giroud, should be too much for Brann. Ferencváros are unbeaten in 4 matches, scoring 14 goals in 6 league games this season. However, they've struggled at home recently, going winless in 3 at Group Ama Arena. Robbie Keane's side will rely on Barnabas Vaga and Naby Keita to break down Poulsen's compact midfield. Poulsen beat Ferencváros 3-1 on aggregate in last season's playoff round, but their recent form is mixed. They've scored just once in 3 of their last 4 games and failed to score in 2 of their last 4 European outings. Despite recent home struggles, I think Ferencváros edge it with their attacking quality and Poulsen's inconsistency. Salzburg are back in the Europa League for the first time since 2018-19 season. They won all 6 group games that season, but come into this match on a 3-game winless run, including a 2-0 home defeat to Sturm Graz. Injuries to key players like Karim Konate and Takumu Kamaramu weakened their squad. Porto are flying, 6 straight wins, top of Liga Portugal, and a strong record against Austrian sides, 5 wins, 1 draw. Samu Amoridon is in form with 4 goals this season, and they've got depth across midfield and attack. Salzburg's slump and Porto's momentum make this a confident away win pick. Stuttgart are competing in back-to-back European campaigns for the first time in 15 years. They've won 3 of their last 4 matches and beat St. Pauli 2-0 last weekend. Edin Demirovic is in form, and they've scored in 39 straight matches. Celta Vigo returned to Europe after 9 years, but are winless in La Liga this season. 5 straight 1-1 draws. Iago Aspas is still their talisman, but the team looks vulnerable defensively and lacks momentum. Stuttgart's form and home advantage should be enough to edge a tight game. Utrecht are back in the Europa League after 15 years, having beaten Sheriff, Servette and Stringy Mostar in qualifying. They've won 5 of their last 6 European matches, but have failed to score in their last 2 Eredivisie games. Lyon are joint top of Liga and have kept 4 clean sheets in 5 games. Despite missing Corentin Tolisso and several others, they've got depth and experience, with Malik Fofana expected to lead the attack. Lyon's defensive solidity and attacking options should be enough to spoil Utrecht's return. Rangers dropped into the Europa League after a 9-1 aggregate loss to Club Brugge, but bounced back with a 2-0 win over Hibernian. Bojan Miotowski scored his first goal for the club and will lead the line at Ibrox, where Rangers have a strong European record. Genk are struggling, just 3 wins in 10 matches, and they sit 14th in the Belgian league. They beat Lech Poznan 6-3 in the qualifying, but have lost 2 of their last 3 games and look shaky defensively. Ibrox atmosphere and Genk's poor form make this a home win. Villa are winless in the Premier League but have a strong European pedigree under Unai Emery. They reached the Champions League quarter-finals last season and are unbeaten in their last 6 European home games. Emery is expected to rotate with Sancho and Elliott likely to start. Bologna won the Coppa Italia last season and have made a mixed start to Serie A, 2 wins, 2 losses. Santiago Castro and Riccardo Orsolini are key threats, but they've never beaten English opposition in Europe. Emery's experience and Villa's home record should see them through. Young Boys are unbeaten in 4 of their last 5 matches and beat Slovan Bratislava 4-2 on aggregate to reach this stage. Chris Bedier has 7 goals in 9 games and is their main threat. Despite a shock Swiss Cup exit, they've been strong at home. Panathinaikos are winless in the Greek Super League and were knocked out of the Champions League by Rangers. Cyril Dessers and Karol Swistoki are their key attackers, but they've struggled to close out games. Young Boys' home form and Panathinaikos' shaky start give them the edge. Alright, now that I've gone through all of my predictions, let's take a look at what you guys predicted in the community poll. Some of these results are pretty interesting. Let's break them down match by match. You guys are expecting a stalemate here, which is fair given Sturm Graz's resilience, but I'm back in Midtjylland's home form to edge it. This one surprised me. Full confidence in Maccabi. I went with PAOK based on their home record, so we'll see who's right. We're all in agreement here. Braga to win. Their European experience really makes them a solid pick. Most of you are back in Dynamo, but I went with Fenerbahce. I just think their attacking options will be too much. Another full agreement. Everyone sees this as a draw. I'm with you on that one. No surprises here. Freiburg are flying and Basel haven't looked convincing. Another clean sweep. Malmo's home form makes this a safe pick. Interesting split here. Most of you are back in Nice, but I think Roma's experience will show. We're all back in Betis. Forest is still finding their feet in Europe. Full confidence in the Dutch side. I'm with you on this one. This one shocked me. Everyone back in Bran away to Lille. I've gone the other way, but let's see how it plays out. We're all aligned here. Ferencváros to win at home. Another clean sweep. Porto's form makes this a confident pick. Most of you agree with me. Stuttgart to win. Celtic just haven't looked sharp. Full confidence in Lyon. I'm with you on this one. We're all back in Rangers. Ibrox is a fortress in Europe. Most of you are with me on Villa, but Bologna could be a tricky one. Another full agreement. Young Boys at home are always tough to beat. That wraps up my Matchday 1 predictions for the Europa League. Thanks to everyone who voted in the community poll. It's always great to see where your heads are at. Let me know in the comments which predictions you agree with and which ones you think I've got totally wrong. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell so that you don't miss Matchday 2 predictions next week. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.